3, 2, 1, record.
So, welcome back. The thing that I want to start with is people are going to be joining this episode. They're going to be tuning in at this point, and they're going to want to know what your initial thoughts and feelings are from that researcher perspective, right? So, with that lens on, what I'm most interested in, what was it like? This was your first time running. I mean, you were a pro
Oh, thank
at
you.
this, but this is your first time running it with, like, this is research, right?
Yes.
Doing a focus group. So what was that like? Well, yeah. What was going on in your head?
It was fun. Is it allowed to be fun?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was fun. I never thought research would be this amount of fun, but it really was. It was also empowering. It was insightful. I've never, like, in class we talk about how to gather a focus group, how to get participants, how to facilitate it and everything of that nature. But me actually doing it, like, in real time, I want to do it more. Like, I would love to run another focus group. It was really, really fun. And what I appreciate about it was how all of the participants that was in the focus group were really, they were really accepting of the experience. They poured a lot of who they are and their experiences into the actual discussion. They allowed us to get deep, when it comes to certain conversations. You was able to see who they are as individuals as well as professionals in higher education, as well as their creativity style. So it was an amazing experience. I'm so surprised that I'm still a researcher. I'm so surprised. And I even tell you all the time, like, are we supposed to be having all of this fun?
Right.
Like, I mean, there are moments where it's definitely tense, it's intense, it's complex, but I'm really enjoying the process. And I think what comes with that is just my ability to connect with other creatives like yourself, other professionals who are creatives like yourself, as well as the focus group. So that was fun. It was fun.
I do think you were able to get a number of, like, there were some really great quotables that were some really deep moments.
Oh, yes.
If you almost could, like, graph the whole experience of the two back to back, you would go, ooh, there was so much laughter, and then there were so many serious moments. And don't worry, I am going to ask you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you some quotes in a minute. I'm going to have you sort of react and respond.
Okay.
With your researcher hat on.
Yes.
I want to do one more quick question. Like I said, you have your presence, and you're so comfortable in this space. Was there a difference in how you felt like you showed up as a researcher when you were working with them, or was it sort of like a blend of being host and?
That's a great question. I think it was like a blend, like, because I'm pretty sure people can say, like, who actually, like, host and facilitate conversation and do the interviewing. You want to get wrapped up in the conversation because it was so good. So it was moments where I had to pull back, right? And then come back to being a researcher, ask the next question, and then be able to, like, indulge in the experience. So I had to have some level of production self-control.
You had that awareness.
Yep, absolutely. And so it definitely really helped, for sure. But I did a combination of both. Yeah, I can't wait to watch the focus group. That's what I'm excited about, because I had a lot of moments, like you said, it was like, whoa, like, that was a good one. And oh my God, and they were so comical. Like, it was oh my goodness.
Because we've looked at the transcripts, right? We've got the transcripts of it.
Yes.
But you're right. That's also part of what's going to be interesting and fun is sharing it with our colleagues.
Yes.
Sharing it out broader, but then also getting to see it again through your eyes.
Yeah.
I also just want to do a shout out that I think a big difference, and this sort of happens behind the scenes in research as well, but you had a previous meeting and a previous conversation with participants to say, here's what I'm interested in, get consent. So everybody knew what it was going to be like.
Yes.
As happens all the time in research, you invite a larger group of people, and it's only able to have, I think you had a 9-10 folks who were able to be in the welcome. But when it came time for the focus group, it's completely normal. Yeah. Right. That there's like melt, or there's less people who can just be here, and you just work with it. Right. Yeah. But I just want to name that may not show up
Mm-hmm.
in the episodes is you had started building that community. You had started letting people know what the themes were going to be,
Yes.
like, of the questions.
Yes.
So people walked in the space, your participants walked in this space. Sorry, I'm using the research language. Your
It's fine.
participants walked in the space.
Yeah.
They knew what was up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were
Yes.
bought in, they were ready, and they were
Yes.
like, take us on a journey. We're
Yes.
ready to go there.
Yes.
Right?
And yeah, because I think what I wanted to do when it comes to my research, I wanted it to be a representation of who I am. And I love when I don't like being blindsided. But I really don't want to blindside anyone else. And I know that we constantly talk about in our research classes and throughout the program, just being transparent, being honest, validity, just making sure that we're allowing our participants to make conscious decisions and giving them the autonomy to withdraw or pull out when they need to. And so I wanted to figure out, how can I create a safe space for the creatives, for the participants, for the focus group, and also allow them to feel that this is an opportunity for them to share. Because I think sometimes like when I say we, it depends on like who we're talking about, but I think sometimes certain demographics aren't fairly represented in research, and sometimes a lot of things get missed and overlooked. And I think it comes in a big part that comes into play is the simple fact that we don't have that background time to just unwind and say, who are you as an individual? Like, we're going to work together. This is a collaborative effort. This is a mutually learning space for all of us. Like, how can we furthermore, like, do the best that we can? So I think I took myself out of the equation a little bit and mainly put it towards the we. Like, I was speaking French, and I did what you told me. Like, you advised me to just put on my researcher hat, yes, but also know that I'm also a participant. And so that helped me lead, like, how I wanted to actually facilitate the whole experience when it comes to the welcome orientation that I titled it pre-production, just to keep it media podcast and focus. And I think that really prepared us for the actual production day. Yeah.
Keeping it still on the process side, because we can there's a similar question about findings.
Yes.
And like themes. But in the process, was there something that shocked you, that made you go, whoa? It could have been a really good thing.
Yeah.
It could have been, I did not think they were going to say that. Or what am I going to do with that when I have to?
Yes.
Was there something about the process?
I thought a lot about how I was going to protect them, in the sense where,
because they were themselves. They were here. In other research, we would, there's always the assumption that people will anonymize,
right?
But that was not part of this process.
They were very open, and I wanted to protect them in a way where I knew that what they were saying and their input is very valid and is valuable to the research. And so I wanted to make sure that they not only felt heard, but that when we actually disseminate the information, it lands on good ears, because the points that they were bringing up, the part that shocked me was I was familiar with what they were experiencing because I've experienced it firsthand too. But I would say the depth of it, it was kind of disheartening. Like, damn, we're all going through this. Like, we all experience this, and then to what capacity, and then hearing different stories and different experiences, it was really real. And so it was a drive for me that made me. For one, it confirmed that we're right where we're supposed to be when it comes to us doing the research, that we chose. Right. But also, like, how are we going to make sure we get this information out, get the research out, get the findings out in a way where people will grasp exactly what the focus group was saying? Like, and how are we going to shift the narrative moving forward and the experiences moving forward for creatives in higher ed? And so that was a big part for me after hearing their experiences, because I don't want to just hear it and then not do anything with it. Like, as professionals in higher education, when we hear people grievances and we hear their concerns and we hear what's going on, me being who I am, how can we fix it?
Yeah, you want to be heard. You want to be seen.
Yes.
And you want to, how can I? Yeah. What can I do?
Yes. Like, how are we going to move forward? Like, now that we know this, now that we hear it from other individuals, what are we going to do next? And it's not even just for them, it's for the future generation, because I don't think higher ed, it doesn't stop with us. Like when we move on and transition, it'll forever keep going. I mean, unless people really dismantle and it's really going. We hope not. However,
What day is it?
However, it's like while we're here, what can we do to protect the individuals in higher education? What can we do to protect creators? But also, what can we do to protect education as a whole? And I think that what a lot of people may not know this, what really drove me to get my doctorate in education is the simple fact that I'm a little rebellious. Maybe a lot of rebellious. And the fact that when you think about not too long ago, and I would say too long ago because I had family members who couldn't, go to school because of segregation and everything like that. But when you think about how it was at one point illegal for me and my community to go to school with individuals who look different from us, or how to even read, was illegal. Like, I wanted to shift that narrative. And it goes, I mean, I know we didn't get on the quote yet, but it goes back to what one of the members in the focus group said, how we turned Negro spirituals into gospel.
Yeah.
So when I think about,
like,
it was really good. I said,
good quote.
So I wanted to do that. I wanted to turn a Negro spiritual into gospel. Yeah.
Okay, I've got two more questions.
Okay.
So it's sort of not rapid fire, but like boom, boom.
Uh-huh.
So the first is, and I think I asked a version of this back when we started, because this is a big question when you're planning a research project, which is I'm going to put it in our terms, not in research terms.
That's fine.
How are people going to know that what you've done is legit? How are they going to know that from the focus groups and from the analysis that you'll do that's happening right here? How are they going to know that's like true? How are they going to know that's? What do you think about that?
Right. Well, one thing that I think will show them that is true is that we have the visuals to go along with it. So it's not just us saying this is what the focus group said, this is what participants said, which is what we normally see in traditional research. We go off of the written language, as in like, this is what this participant said, but with our research, we're giving them the space, we're giving them the voice, we're actually giving them the microphone and the platform to where you can hear what they're saying coming out of their own mouths, and it's not hearsay.
So if you say, I think this, with my researcher hat, it's not just trust me, it's go and take a look.
Yeah, go and take a look.
Then you can
you can hear it for yourself.
Got it.
And that's what I wanted to do, because I think oftentimes people say, well, who said that? And they're having to trust my voice. But I think I wanted other people's voices to be heard, which is why I love that we're shifting the narrative when we're doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. Last rapid fire, and this is just to get us ready, is there are a lot of themes, there are a lot of findings. What's the one, you see how I'm doing this, what's the one that has touched you?
Dang, what's one?
That your heart just swells.
I would say it would be the one, the theme that came out about spirituality.
I was gonna say.
You was gonna say that?
That one, it wasn't immediate. I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It wasn't in. I was here. I got to be in the room. I got to feel the space.
Yes.
I looked at the transcript, but it wasn't until after looking through the analysis when I went, whoa.
Yep.
And then we were looking at it together, and we both went, whoa.
Yep. And that was when you talk about what's one thing that shocked me. That was like, that was the one. It was the one, like how everyone was able to connect and speak on spirituality, and how it played a big part in their creative style, their gifts, their calling.
And the connections just, I'm glad that folks will be able to watch the episodes, because it's not like you did an excellent job at crafting and hosting and facilitating.
Thank you.
But the participants also, it just came up naturally, I would say.
Yes. It was, I didn't even ask the spirituality question.
No.
I didn't ask anything.
Isn't that funny?
I didn't ask any faith-based questions. I didn't ask anything like that. They literally took it upon themselves, and it just naturally came out for them. And then that ended up being one of the common themes.
And I think that is one as like a one takeaway
Mm-hmm.
for anybody listening or watching, or I think the process of research for me
Mm-hmm.
allows whatever shape it takes, allows for that.
Yes.
Where life's really fast,
Yep.
things move very fast.
Yep.
Research makes you slow down
Yes.
and look at things again.
Yes.
Like research, like search again, look at things again,
Mm-hmm.
work with other people and be like, hey, do you see this too?
Right.
Is this right?
Yep.
Is this? And then you share it out in the world and
Yep.
say, world, here's my gift.
Yep.
Back to you.
Yep.
I think that's part of what excites me about this as well, is the ability that folks are going to be able to see
Mm-hmm.
in a quicker, more accessible, meaningful
Yeah. Firsthand, we giving y'all VIP
way.
access.
Yeah, it's see, we've already turned the title in. We
Yes.
should have done something like that.
I know. Why didn't we? Oh my! Is it too late?
We probably.
Oh my
It
goodness!
probably
Well,
is
we're
too
gonna
late.
try.
But that was
VIP. Yeah.
It's this.
Yep.
It's this when you get to this point where you're like, oh my gosh, this is the title.
Yes. Yes. Seriously,
Right.
maybe we could just check and see if it's. I'm gonna try to submit
Maybe we
another one. See what they say.
We could ask.
I'm always late, so they'll probably be okay. But we'll see. I think we should probably try. Because I think what I'm excited about is going to give individuals who's watching, who wants to be a part of it, and even individuals who are exploring the idea of pursuing a EDD or PhD, access to see how creative you can be and how much fun you can have, and literally figure out how can I give people VIP access, because that's what we did. We gave them BTS and everything firsthand.
So this is great. This is we have set the stage.
Yes.
The next one, I really want to deep dive into the findings. I want to know what your themes were, how you found them, how do they intersect with each other.
Yep.
But that's what I really want to turn to next.
Okay.
It's going to be researchy, but it's
Yes.
going to be us, so it's not going to be too.
That's fine. We're
Too
going to make it
researchy.
happen. Stay tuned.
All right.